row, first row yung mapipill upan natin. So next, 12 by negative 25 over 11, negative 6 times 3, plus 7 times negative 9, 11. Ito yan. Now, on the second row, no, 8 by 17, 9 by negative 2, 10 by 7. Ito yan. 8 by 3, 9 by 0, 10 by, ito yan. So on and so forth. No? We already discussed when we say of matrices. So you have the quotient of the two. I hope everything is clear. Now, let's have the solution of equations. Linear equations. If you have two equations, two unknowns, pwede ng calculator directly. Three equations, three unknowns, kaya pa rin ng calculator. Four equations, four unknowns, limited na. No? Hindi na lahat ng model ng calculator. 5 by 5, 6 by 6, the higher the number of the equations and the number of unknowns makes it more complicated to solve. Doon napapasok yung matrix, MATLAB, matrix laboratory, matrices and determinants. No? So let's have solutions of equations. The general equation is A11, x1, A12, x2, A13, x3, up to A1 and xn equal to B1. Let this be the first equation. Second equation, no, equal to B2 naman, so on and so forth. Wherein, we have column for x1, we have column for x2, x3, x4, and this can be rewritten in matrix form. No? Ganitong kalalabasan sa matrix form. We factor out all the excess. No? And arrange all the excess in a vertical position. And we have what we call the M by N matrix, lahat ng coefficient, that is matrix A. It contains elements A. No? Then, all the unknown, x1, x2, x3, will become a column matrix or a column vector. No? Then, equal to all the constant, yung right side na equation. Again, we're going to arrange this in the order of equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3, and so on until you have equation number n. Okay? So, this can be simplified, no, as matrix A times or dot product of matrix X equal to matrix B. Matrix A times a column matrix X equal to a column matrix B. And they're conformable since the number of columns of the matrix A is equal to the number of rows of matrix X. And the result would be one column. Let's have an example to make it clear. For simplicity, no, let's just consider two equations. That is 2x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2 equal to 2. Equation number 1. Then negative 4x sub 1 plus 3x sub 2 as equation number 2. We are interested on the value of x's. So, tabulate column for x sub 1. In the first equation, elements are 2. Then, second equation, it's negative 4. Column for x sub 2, first equation, we have there 5. Second equation, that is 3. Then, what are the variable? You have x1 and x2. It means to say, 2 times x1 plus 5 times x2 equal to 2. Negative 4x1 plus 3x2 equal to negative 30. So your A then is simply the matrix 2, 5, negative 4, and 3. And if we're going to take the value, it is 26. Okay? Dapat makuha natin yung inverse nito. O, hindi na. Pwede naman. Pero, uh, to find the value of x sub 1 dito. If you're interested on the value of x sub 1, you're going to replace the column for x1. Ito yung column for x1 eh. Ito yung column for x2. To solve for the value of x1, replace the column for x1 by the constant. No? So, doing so, we have there 2 and negative 30, 5 and 3. Then divide this by a. Yung value ng determinant. We have x1. That is 6. Now, to solve for the value of x2, we're going to replace the column for x2 by the constant. I-retain natin yung first column. Then, whatever the value, divided by a. You have 52 over 36. Or if you want, you can do it this way, Uh, let's say x1 will be, that is 2, negative 30, 5 and 3, divided by a. No? Yung a natin, two, 5, negative 4, 3. 2, 5, negative 4, 3. Pwede ganyan. Tapos kukunin mo yung inverse. Magiging x1 equal to 2. I'm speaking of a higher order, no? In general. 2, negative 30, 5, and 3. Then, you have 2, 5, negative 4, and 3 to the negative 1. Kukunin mo yung inverse. Then, you have the value of x1. Any questions so far? Then you have to solve problems 10 to 15, page 261, problem 7 to 15, page 300. Then, problems 11 to 20, pages 270, 271. Then, mag-upload pa ako ng uh, ibang problem regarding the matrices, and determinants, then solution of equations. Pagdating ninyo sa transmission, transmission of signals, you will be dealing with so many equations, so many unknowns. So it's better to apply the matrices and determinants. Okay.
Sir, question lang po.
Yes.
Sir, when is the deadline po of yung mga problem sets po na nasa screen niyo po ngayon?
Sige. Pero screenshot muna ninyo. Tapos
Sige po, sir.
i-discuss ko, ha? Okay, screenshot. Lagay na ako ng Dropbox doon sa school book. Lahat ng pinapagawa ko sa inyo, doon ninyo ilalagay. Pagka naghulog kayo sa Dropbox, malalaman ko kung anong date eh. So, may tatabulate ko yon. Mache-check ko ngayon kung nagko-comply kayo on time o nalilate kayo gaano katagal. No? Then, the last day of submission will be on July 5. And that is the schedule of your final exam, July 5. Hindi ko na kayo i-meet to give you ample time to work on the assessment problem sets. Yung mga topics na hindi ako nakapagbigay ng problem set, isusupplement ninyo ng at least 3 problems, no? At least 3 problems isusupplement ninyo. Okay? So, ilagay lang ninyo sa Dropbox lahat ng problem sets. Ulitin ko, last day will be on July 5. Exam date will be on July 5. So, magmi-meet tayo July 5, same time. Same time. And we're going to have again, what do you call this? Self-evaluation. Your final grade will be, your semestral grade will be 60% will be coming from you, yun yung self-evaluation ninyo, then 40% ako na ang magbibigay nun. No? In making those assessment, self-assessment o yung assessment ko sa inyo, we have to consider your attendance. No? How frequent you are attending the class. No? Okay na yung late. Sige, wala na yon. Wala na yon. Basta yung presence ninyo. Then, uh, the the date of submission, what do you call this? The date of submission of the requirements, yung date of compliance, then of course, the accuracy of your solution, no? Tama ba yung solution? Kumpleto ba? Baka kasi mamaya 10 problems ang na-submit lang 5. So, yun, no? Then the participation. Yun yung mga basis natin. So I want you to, all of you, no, to attend on July 5. We'll see on July 5 for the final evaluation and for your final exam. So, natatandaan ko naman kung sino-sino yung mga bihirang umattend o hindi umattend. Tapos yung mga nag-aano na isa pala idadagdag ninyo yung recitation ninyo. No? Pagka nare-recite kayo, yun. So, may credit yun. Bigyan natin ng credit yun. Iran Saramines. Hello, Iran.
Daw po, sir.
Oh, do you have any question?
Buti yung lecture, kaya wala na rin pong questions po.
Okay. Nabigyan na kita ng grade, Joanne?
Yes po, sir.
Nabigyan ba kita? Parang wala yung pangalan mo dito. Meron.
Meron po, sir.
Jan? Ano yun? From the very beginning, nagbibigay na ako nung mga assessment Assessment, problem sets, no? Yung solution ng mga exams. Isasubmitin ninyo doon, sa Dropbox. Lahat ng submit niyo sa Dropbox. July 5, ang last day of submission. Okay? Hanggat maaari nga, mas possible you submit the requirements on July 5 para yung after the exam, no, magko-compute na ako ng grade. Maaga ko ma-complete yung grade ninyo. Saka kung lalagpas pa sa July 5, pababa ng pababa, mayroong corresponding deduction yon. But still, I will accept. Tatanggapin ko pa rin. But try your very best to comply on time. Ha? Julia.
Sir, meron po. Hindi po regarding sa lecture po. Kasi sir, last time po, hindi ko po maalala kung kailang meeting po yun. Basta po nasabi niyo po, sir, ano po, July 30 po lahat po ng compilation po, sir. Lahat po ng ibibigay niyo, sir.
July.
Nasabi niyo, opo, nasabi niyo po yun, sir. Tapos, ayun po.
Gawin na natin July 5 kasi ang akala ko noon, ang una kasing announcement, mga last week pa ang final exam ninyo. Nag-adjust Last week pa sana ng July, nag-adjust. So, gawin na natin July 5. Hindi ba kaya ng July 5?
Sir, pwede pong Thursday po, nung week na yun. Kung okay lang po, sir.
Sige. Anyway, examination week pa naman yun
Sige
diba?
po, sir. Opo.
Sige. Hanggang kailan ba July 10?
Opo, sir.
Sige, hanggang July 10.
Sige po, sir.
But we're going to meet on July 5 for the
Yes
final
po, sir.
exam.
Sir, yung sa may final exam po ba, sir, is open camera po kami or hindi naman po?
Hindi na?
Okay po, sir.
Lulukohin ba ninyo yung sarili niyo?
Ay. Bali po, sir, mag-a-upload po kayo ng parang i-exam po namin, sir. Tama po ba?
Oo.
Okay po, sir.
Pero i-upload upload ko yun on the same day, same hour ng klase natin. Kaya nga gusto ko kayo yung ma-meet dun sa July 5.
Yes po, sir. Thank you po. Yun lang po,
Ang
sir.
evaluation, yung self-evaluation, importante.
Apo, sir. Thank you po.
Sir, question lang.
Ano yun?
Ano po yung coverage po ng exam natin sa July 5?
Ay, from the yung first topic na diniscuss natin, complex quantity. Pwede hang ganito ang bigay ko sa inyo eh. Teka ha? Saglit. Kasi tinanong mo pa sana surprise ko kayo dun eh. Meron kayong circuits to ngayon. Am I right? You have circuits to AC circuits.
Yes po.
Halimbawa, ganito ang ibinigay ko. Bawa ganyan, find the current on its element. So you're going to form an equation using Kirchhoff's law. Ayoko ng mesh analysis. Kasi pagka mesh analysis, ilan yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pwede pala. Using mesh analysis, you have 5 loops, 5 equations, no? Then, determine the current flowing on its element. Lalabas ngayon dyan. Naka-matrix ka eh. Halimbawa, ang matrix mo is 3 plus J4. Then, second element, 2 minus J0. The third element is 2, 8 to the J5 over 2. So on and so forth. No? Determinants, kaya lang naka-complex quantity. So, pwede natin i-combine yung first topic natin, no? Dito sa last topic natin. Do you follow? Anong topic na kayo sa circuits 2?
Sir, power measurement po.
So, mangyayari ngayon, determinants in complex quantity. So, from the very beginning up to the last part that we had discussed. Okay na?
Sir, may question lang po.
Ano yun?
Sir, elaborate ko lang po yung sa sinabi niyo po kanina na kailangan mag-supplement ng at least 3 problems, sir. Aling topics po yun, sir, yung isusupplement po namin?
Tingnan ninyo kung ano yung topics na wala akong binigay na problem set.
Sa syllabus po namin, sir.
Hindi, yung sa mga lecture ko. Di ba hindi naman lahat ng topics nabigyan ko ng problem set? Tingnan ninyo kung ano yung walang problem set. Na.
Apo, sir.
Okay na. Harold, Janilio.
Hello po, sir.
Oo. Any question?
Wala na naman.